I like my trap music. Leave it alone. What's up, y'all? It's KB. And if you're like us, you love movies. Welcome to another great conversation. I'm just calling it what it will be from the very beginning. On this episode of The Conversation, we are joined by a titan of the industry. No, I'm just kidding. He's a good friend. I'm fortunate to have people that I could geek out about movies with. I know a lot of people do not have that luxury. I do. He is the king of the popcorn factory. That means he works for a movie theater, and that's all we're going to say about that as far as details. But we are going to talk movies. In particular, we're going to talk cinema. We're going to geek out about things like how talking about changing my startup music to a beach scene can lead to him thinking about Robert Shaw, to him thinking about me DJing, and someone needing to use the Taking a Pelham 123 as a sample. We got Chorus Balloffer. You could just call him Dave. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, KB? I'm glad to be on the show, man. I love it. I love the conversation, man.
We love having you here. And
Nice.
when I think of the conversation, it's people like you that I definitely want to talk to because, when we see each other, it's a lot of hi and bye, maybe a 5-10 minute conversation, but usually about whatever movie or whatever's at hand, whatever's going on around us. We really don't get a chance to really like kick it and like vibe as much as I'd like to. So this is an exciting opportunity. And
No, most definitely. It's funny, like when I first met you,
uh-huh.
I remember seeing you, and you had a shirt on, and KB has a shirt on, and unless
I
you
hope
know the
so.
movie, yeah, oh yeah. We were at the convenience store. We're both high. It was 3 a.m. No, but he had the shirt on. But if you didn't know the movie, you didn't know where that shirt came from. But it's
Hmm.
from the movie Goodfellas, and it's got the old man in the boat with the two dogs. And so I just looked at him. I'm like, it's a one dog's going this way and the other dog's going that way. Hey, Ma, I need to borrow a knife. I got a hoof, a paw stuck in the grill. It's a
A
sin.
hoof.
The
A
a
hoof.
hoof, yeah, it's a hoof. So
I love wearing shirts like that because it's like
hey.
it's almost like a deep cut. It's like if you know, you know, but if you don't,
Right.
you're just like, why is this guy wearing a painting of an old man with two dogs on a boat?
Right,
Because
right. It did take me a minute to put together, and then you were like, "Hey, I run this podcast. KB loves movies." And I was like, "Oh, that's great." And so I'm watching your podcast a couple podcasts later, and you're like, "So I'm talking to this geeky movie theater guy," and I'm like, "Oh, that's got to be me. That's that's me." Yeah. Shout out to Dork.
but you know what? I only bring it up because I need people like that around me. I need people who get it. Not everybody gets it. So,
Right.
with that in mind, we are going to have fun tonight. We are not alone. So, we're going to say
Mhm.
hi to a few people. 2 nights in a row, we have Laren joining us on time. Dave, you watch every single episode of the conversation. Laren shows up at like 5 minutes left, o'clock.
Yes.
He was
Did
on
I miss
last
it?
night on
What
time.
happened?
Yeah, it's like, oh, what did I miss? He's like the superhero that shows up in his regular clothes after everything is done.
Right. Everybody, yeah, the Avengers eating shawarma, and he shows up, and
Exactly. Good to see you, buddy. We got Steve Moody in the house. Good evening to you, sir. We got my sweetheart. What is up, Dracolina? Hope you're doing well. Everyone is happy to see Laren. That is good. Chat going back and forth. My Dave is here. Oh, look at that. Somebody is here for you. Hello.
yep, I know who that. That's my buddy Shin, brother from another mother.
I
That's
hear
my
that.
record store buddy. That's got to be.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we'll talk about music a little bit too. We got my
All
man
right.
Gunchi checking in. Good to see you as always. Everyone saying hi to each other. If you have any questions for Dave, please put it in the chat. Keep it movie related. We'll take care of everything else. We'll take care of everything else. So music, you mentioned that.
Yes.
What type of music are you into? Like, I know you hit up like Record Store Day recently. What did you actually come home with?
Man, wow, you're gonna do that to me. First record store I came home with Donald Byrd's,
Ooh,
Stepping Into Tomorrow. I love
nice.
that. I love that whole '70s funk jazz movements. All
Mm-hmm.
the bebop Reebok guys had to reinvent themselves, and so they're listening to Sly and James Brown, and
And
whole
then
new
they
sound was
took it to a new
right.
level. Same
I
thing.
mean,
A lot of people like Hancock and Miles Davis did the same thing, like almost like fusion jazz. Like I could
yeah,
listen to Headhunters every day. That is
yeah,
like the perfect album for me. Herbie
yeah.
Hancock, Headhunters.
Boom, 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 cha-boom. Like every
Yep.
late night TV show, you see that funk bass going to the commercial.
Mm-hmm. And Seinfeld. And
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
How come nobody's ever sampled the Seinfeld theme? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true.
Be like
Uh,
Africa Bambaataa when he did like Pink Panther. He put Pink Panther, and man, that guy would have some samples. Rest in peace.
yeah. Yeah. R.I.P. to him.
Yeah.
I decided to do something fun in light of you being here,
Okay.
and I want to break this down into 3 acts. Sounds familiar?
Oh wow. There's a twist at the end. It's an M. Night Shyamalan podcast.
Oh, great. We're not going that far. We're not going that far.
Yeah.
We're not going to tell too much of your business, but we
Right.
are
It
going
was
to
just a
start with.
wooded area behind a strip mall. Okay.
No. We'll keep that for afterwards. But Act One, we're going to call the industry secrets. Ooh, we're not going to get you fired.
It,
We're not going to ask you like the economics of movie theaters. We know that you make more money on the popcorn than the tickets. Neither here nor
yes.
there.
Yeah. Oh God, that's my favorite. Popcorn's so expensive. I'm like, come on, this is how we keep the lights on, guy. Come on.
Exactly. I've literally been to a movie theater that had the lights off. Like they had enough up and running
Yeah.
for just like
Right.
for the
Right.
Coca-Cola freestyle machine to keep going and the
Oh my God.
register, but that's it. No other
Right.
lights were on.
Some kid on a stationary bike back there, like, come on, guys, hurry up.
Yeah. He's like, I'm like a monkey back here.
Right,
But
come on, man. We got the
I just,
hamster wheel going.
I'm trying to remember. I think it was, and you might remember this too, when Hateful Eight came out with the Roadshow,
Hmm.
and they couldn't show it in the same theater as one of the Star Wars movies or whatever it
Oh,
was.
wow.
Do you
Wow.
remember that?
I don't. Yeah, I that was before my time, believe it or not. I mean, I know I'm
Yeah.
900, but
But
so
are there situations where studios put like kind of like I don't want to call them limitations, but like bizarre rules on like what plays the
yeah,
same time as like their movies? Keep it
yeah.
generic for your purpose, of
Oh
course.
yeah. I mean, and I think this is probably industry wide. It doesn't matter if you're a big chain or you're a mom and pop. The House of Mouse has a
Hmm.
contract.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, they
Which is
want your
probably the same thing with
PLS.
Star Wars,
Right. They
because
want your premium large formats, and they want them for 2 weeks,
hmm,
which can help and which can hurt. And then and I didn't see the movie, but the last Tron movie, which they
hmm.
thought, oh, it's gonna dominate October, and then by like week 2, they're like, holy shit, we need something. This thing took a fat turd on the rug. I mean, a
And it
great
was actually
soundtrack though, but
no, it was I'm a big Tron fan, so I love the visual effects of those movies. And you could kind
right,
of see the progression from, of course, in the 80s and it being ahead of the times to Tron Legacy and
yeah,
being with the times. And I think this last one kind of try to push the envelope a little bit, but you still
right.
need a good script to go along with it. You can't just have Trent Reznor and Rachel
Wow.
Lefevre. Yeah, it's not enough.
Man, God, man. Yeah. Every time I went into that theater, it was like, holy cow, just wall to wall sound, man.
And
But
bleeding
yeah,
ears. Don't forget the
yes.
bleeding ears.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's always my favorite thing about IMAX is, Hey, Oppenheimer, and it's the older people, and bias against myself, I guess they come out. They don't know the name of the movie. Like you bought the ticket, you don't know the name. I'm seeing this movie about the atomic bomb and it's too loud. And I'm like, so you're seeing a movie about the atomic bomb is too loud. And I'm like, I'm waiting for the what's the issue? Oh, it's too loud. I'm like,
It's too
well, it's
loud.
IMAX. Right. It's
Wait
IMAX.
till
Well,
we
what
get
does
to the
that
bomb.
mean? Right.
Wait
What
till
what
we
does
get-
IMAX mean? What does that mean? I don't know. Bigger screen, louder sound. Oh,
Oh my gosh.
but
I'm
it's the
loving
atomic
this.
bomb movie. It's too loud.
It's
Or
history. What's up, Mr. James? Thank you for joining us tonight.
Mr. James.
And I
was on
also
the show.
saw Miss Leanna. What's up, Bevy Rage? Good to see you as always.
I watched that one, Beverage. It took me a minute to put the name. Oh yeah.
I'm not the only one then. I thought I was the only one that was slow. I was like, Bevy
Yeah.
Rage. Oh my gosh,
No.
beverage. I had a moment when anyway. Obsession.
Oh wow.
My current obsession.
Yeah.
But for the first time in a long time, we have a movie where people are saying, please keep it in the movie theater. People need to go see this. And we're
Mhm.
getting rumors that it's going to drop on, VOD, premium VOD and streaming next month. And I can't remember the last time a movie increased their, they didn't have a negative box office drop. They had a positive box office
Right.
drop where more people went to see it on the second week, which we
Word of
call
mouth.
word of mouth marketing.
Mhm. Well,
So-
it's horror movies. Horror movies have got that, man, because people
Yeah.
want to know: is it good? Is it good?
Yeah.
You
And-
heard the buzz. You heard the social media influencers. The people got a little couple bucks in a dumpster behind the theater. Oh yeah, it's great. But is it? They want to hear from real people. Is it?
Yeah,
Is it good?
yeah.
So
And
yeah.
I think enough real people have been doing that. And,
Mm-hmm.
it's making money hand over fist, which is good to see because it's a little movie that could. But I hate that the window of release is shrinking down more and more.
It's average time. This is average
Mhm.
is 17 days.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, they used to have that rule, 45 days, and the Pattinson Batman. I mean, like 46 day. It's on the HBO. Whatever
Yeah.
iteration HBO is. So, but yeah, it was like 46 day. It's on. So your first 2 weeks we were jamming with it. Third week, people are like, "Well, I waited this long. I might as well wait a few more weeks. I could see it on the tube."
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it
went-
did. Yeah.
I went to see Super Mario Galaxy probably like the day before they pulled it. And the only reason is because I was doing a challenge and I wanted to see it in theaters. I could have waited, I could have bootlegged it if I wanted to, but I wanted
Right.
to see it in theaters. But this is something where it's not just, waiting for the window to close so you could get your digital release and your physical media release and all that. People want to experience this again and again. I have one friend who's seen it 4 times, twice in film festivals and then twice in the theater, so forth. They're talking about seeing it for a 5th time.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand the logic where you have movies that are doing well because they can extend the window. They did it for Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick wasn't
Oh, my
supposed to
God.
be more than a month and a half, if I remember correctly, but they did so well on Memorial Day, it ran until the week before it dropped on physical media, which was November.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's a big movie, but it should still have the same kind of thing, right?
Originally, it was a post-COVID movie, like a just post-COVID movie. And they were like, we're going to stream it. And, Tommy Cruise, man, he's an advocate for theaters. You see him at the Mask. He's watching with the mask on. He's watching Tenet, He was like, no, man, you're going to release that in the theater. There's no way you're throwing that on, Netflix or Hulu or whatever, So props to whatever you think of that crazy, couch dancer. He loves theatrical distribution,
Yeah.
So
I just wish there was someone like that for this movie.
yeah, I think we ourselves as theater goers, as guests, we have to take that torch. I mean, props to Project Hail Mary. You know, they were going to pull that, and they were like, you know
Oh
what?
my
No,
God.
yeah, no, we're gonna keep it in theaters longer because we want people to experience this together in the theater. And
Yeah.
I'm like, there you go. We need more studios to do that.
Yeah. Um,
So
I have one question, but before I do, I'm going to read this one comment. Let me make some
okay,
room here. So Leona says, for people
is
like
it
me who
about my
have children,
hat? It's my hat, isn't it?
for people like me who have children and can't always go to the movies, I appreciate the streaming option. Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Hmm.
But you also want to see movies. Long gone are the days where physical media is where they make their bread, and
Right.
streaming is really like a shared option. So it's like sharing all the movies that Paramount puts out there, even if it's number one or no one's watching it. I think we want to see Obsession, especially if you're a horror fan. You want to see Obsession do well in the box office because
Absolutely.
it just greenlights other movies that are original and, other creators like Curry Barker who can probably put out something new instead of another sequel or another requel of something
Right.
else.
Or yeah, reboot.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
We got someone loving your hat, D. Johnson TC.
That's my man Dave, D squared, man. Together we are D squared. Thank you,
I
Dave.
like that. I like that. We also have last night's guest on the conversation joining us. What is up, Jordan? Good to see you again, my man. Thanks for joining us
Nice.
tonight.
Nice. Yep.
So, see, people come back to the conversation. I
They
like
come,
that.
hey, they come back. You put out a good thing,
Yeah,
they come
yeah.
back to it. They come back to it.
Um, let's switch to Act Two. Act Two might keep us here for a little bit. Oh no!
Oh,
Before I do, last question as far as industry. I'm sure. Oh, I love
I,
it.
I was a projectionist in high school. And I'm just gonna tell this story real quick. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off,
no, no.
KB.
You're good. You're
It's your
good.
show, buddy. You've got the hat. I
It's
got a
our
good hat.
show. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's our show for the minute, and then he cuts me off, and that's it.
Wait.
All right, roll the credits. Here we go. I was a 900 years ago, and back when they had film children. And I worked at a place. It was a dollar house. So you talk about streaming. It's like you had the big theater, and then you had home video, but it may be 9 months to a year before you'd be able to rent that sucker.
Yeah, I
So the
remember
dollar
that.
house was we get these prints, man. These prints would be just freaking chewed to shreds, dude. They'd just be chewed to shreds, these things. And we'd have to put them together with just tape and whole entire scenes cut out. Sometimes it didn't even make sense. But when we got this at the theater I worked at, I watched it every day, every day, every day.
That's why I like
What am I, a
it.
clown? Do I amuse you? Hey, I'm just saying, I tell a funny story.
So, as you hold up that piece of lovely movie memorabilia,
Mhm.
what is the single most expensive or most ridiculously priced movie memorabilia that you have seen?
Well, I'm like you and a lot of your guests. Sorry, I dropped my earbud there. I'm like you. I collect physical media,
Mm-hmm.
and our hipster fucking friends at A24. I love A20. I do love A24, but
Love to hate him, hate to love him.
yeah, right. Other than box sets, I paid $75 for this thing on Blu-ray. 75 freaking smackers for that. It's a great movie. I mean, it's a movie I saw it in IMAX on the re-release, and don't get me wrong, the Talking Heads are a great band. If I went to a party and somebody had them on, I wouldn't tell you to take them off, but I didn't own one of their albums. Amazing concert movie,
Can you
amazing
see
concert.
mine up there?
Is it up there? Is it in a glass case? Do you have like a time
No,
lock on
I,
that thing?
I have it between Psycho and the X trilogy, also from
Oh.
A24.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my God. They know what they
but
got. They're like a drug dealer. Hey, you want this product? Where else are you gonna go?
I didn't quite pay that much. I always try to like do something to like get the system. Let's see, how much did I
Well,
pay
that's
for
because you're
mine?
cool. They know, like, oh, KB's cool. Yeah, give him the discount.
Can you see how much I paid for it?
What? What kind of coupon do you have, man?
I'm a member of their club.
The quadruple A 24.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Just rub it in. Just rub it right in my
I won't show
face.
you what I pay for the X trilogy then.
Did you get the Christmas ornaments with it too?
You know what? I said no to that. I
Okay.
didn't need it. I didn't need it.
What about you? What's the most expensive movie memorabilia thing that you paid over $27.20 for?
Mm. I was thinking more of the actual cinema. Like, I'm sure there's things that get smuggled out the back door that came in through the front, unfortunately.
Right.
But looking at the collection, I would say the Sony box set of the 30 years of Sony Independent Pictures, that started off in the hundreds, but I didn't end up paying the hundreds for it. It would have been the Nightmare on Elm Street Steelbook set, but I changed my mind and I didn't get
I
that.
got you.
Yeah.
You didn't
And
have the
that,
cool guy coupon on that one? No?
mm-mm,
No?
mm-mm.
Okay.
I didn't even have the get it like everybody else coupon on it. So
Right. Oh,
it's all
yeesh.
good.
Yeah, that get it
Posters.
later on eBay coupon. That
Yeah,
yeah, you should have.
exactly. Paid
Yeah, you
three
should have bought
times the
them. Yeah.
price.
It's like the popcorn buckets. You should have bought the Dune popcorn bucket when
I
it came out.
know. I know. Damn. Damn. We
You want the
won't talk
thing that
about
looks like a vagina? $400. All right.
that. Dune 2.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. The
um,
theater I was at had. Well, I shouldn't say. Go ahead.
no,
We're not gonna
no,
talk.
no. Let's keep it anonymous. Let's keep it anonymous. Let's see what's in the
Yeah.
chat. Let's see what's in the
Okay.
chat.
Okay.
My
On
my
the
DJ is
conversation.
here. Oh, nice. Good timing. Good timing.
When you first told me you had a show called The Conversation, I thought that's all you talked about was this movie, and I'm like, you just talk about that one movie?
Over
Well,
and
I'm
over.
in. I'm
Over and
in.
over.
Yeah. I
Over and
rented
over.
this so many times from the Blockbuster. They just gave it to me. I came, because you'd rent, from the wall of Dwayne Johnson movies. You got a free classic, whatever was in the center that some kid didn't throw at a wall as a frisbee, and nobody watched this, at the Blockbuster
Yeah.
I went to. And finally, after 14 times, they just handed it to me. Like, here, no other dorks like
Just
this
keep
movie.
it. Don't
Yeah,
even
just keep
return
it.
it.
Yeah, right. No,
Just
yeah, there you
imagine
go.
if he got the green light to do that originally. No
Yeah,
Godfather Part 2.
I know.
Hmm.
I know. I know.
We got some Goodfellas love. I paid $100 for my Stop Making Sense VHS way back when. Yeah, it's
I bet
all
you did.
relative to the time.
Yeah,
All
I
relative
bet
to
you
the
did.
time.
Yeah.
Let's talk Act 2. Let's talk about the
Act
customer
2.
chaos.
The chaos of the guests that
What?
come in the theater.
I know you have stories, so let's start with this one.
Okay,
What
what's the
is
story?
what is the most disgusting, most eclectic, biohazard, illegal, nasty thing you found, or you or the cleaning crew have found after the credits roll?
Perfect. So last year there was a quaint French little independent movie called La Minecraft, and oh yes, children, the stories were true.
With the chic and
Um,
jockey.
Oh yeah. And the thing is, they had the chicken jockey scene timed. They want management in there. I'm like, great. So I just can get pummeled with the $12 popcorn that they just bought. I'd be better off kicking out the people that didn't throw popcorn. Like, hey,
Yeah.
you weren't an asshole. Get out of here. So I'm closing up the quadruple megaplex there, and the janitor comes up to me, and he's a great guy, and Spanish is not my first language, but he's like, hey, come in here. I'm like, oh yeah, all right. So we go in the theater, we take the mountain climb up to the top row, and somebody pooped on the floor. They pooped on the floor.
No.
Yeah, they took Yeah, they just drop drawers and shit on the floor. And he kind of looked at me like, you know what? I'm under contract, but I got limits. I'm like, I got you, buddy.
Wow.
So I got a COVID mask and some gloves, and honestly, it took me maybe 3 minutes to clean it up. But this is what I'm thinking. Okay, some malcontent little shit out there decides to take a shit on the floor, right? And I'm looking around. There's no napkins. There's no pretzel bites to wipe your behind on, right? Like they must have shit and ran, So it's like a night at Taco Bell after drinking. So like they pooped and they were out of there. So I'm assuming they pulled up their pants, because I would have noticed somebody pantsless running through the lobby. But who's that joke on, right? Like it took me 3 minutes to clean it. I got some off-brand Febreze and just sprayed it in the air,
Yeah.
Little carpet cleaner, came back 15 minutes later, scrubbed it out. Really wasn't anything. I got kids, so I'm used to cleaning up poop,
But they're walking around with cranky ass.
Right. Like, they jumped in mom's minivan. How's the movie? Holy jeez, who's had a joke on? She's got to do the laundry,
Oh, little tiny whiteys.
Right. Who really was that a joke on?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Little shits in mom's minivan. Like, oh, I got them.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Right. And then he'll wonder why he doesn't get a date to the prom. I'm like, hey, you know what?
So my daughter went on a trip the other day, and as she was leaving, she was wearing shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, airlines and movie theaters, I will never wear shorts, or if I do, like basketball shorts, like long enough. You don't know what has been on that chair. It's comfy, reclining, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to know. It'll go right in the laundry afterwards because,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, just especially in an airline, don't wear anything unless you want to, you're going to burn it afterwards. I wouldn't even put it in the laundry. Just take it out back into the wood pile,
Ooh.
Yeah.
All
you
right.
got lovely children, by the way. I saw that conversation you had with the kids, the holiday one.
Which one? We did it twice now.
That was the one this past year.
Oh, they love you.
They're like, they of course I give out free popcorn. So it's like, who should I have on the show? The guy that dork that gives you free popcorn. The Goodfellas guy. The guy, Hey, Tommy, get your shine box. You motherfucker.
Oh my gosh, I am.
Okay. For those keeping track at home, that was 3 Joe Pesci impressions this evening.
Oh my
Thank you.
gosh, it's
Thank you very
apropos
much.
because that's how we met. It's apropos.
Yes, it really is.
All right. Be honest. Those teeny boppers when they're sneaking in to the rated R movies. Background. I grew up in the days of the Ushers and the Roy Rogers, and they came around with the can and all that before they showed the trailers, much more the movie.
They'd stop the movie. House lights would come up.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing? Oh, we got to give to Roy Rogers before they start the movie. But when the teeny boppers come in and they're trying to sneak into whatever rated R horror flick or whatever, do you care?
Right.
Do you let it slide? Are you supposed to strong arm them?
I mean,
they got litigated parents these days.
Right. Policy says drop kick them, but don't let anybody see it. But beat them softly with a big spiked bat. No. You're supposed to. I mean, the MPAA, or it's the MPA, put that rating system in place in 1967, and they updated it maybe once in the 90s for the PG-13, NC-17 ratings. It's outdated and antiquated. It's time that they do something about it, because especially with the animes, like, I'm here to see Chainsaw Man. I'm like, I'm sorry, you got to be 17. They're like, oh, screw it. And they go home and watch it on Crunchyroll. You just lost $80 in revenue because, they come in like 5 deep. So it's like, buy, and they want to get the collectible bucket and Skittles
drinks,
and
all
everything,
that.
and the
Yeah.
drinks and everything else. So it's like, okay, but it depends. The squeaky wheel doesn't get the oil in my world. The more
Yeah.
you yell at me, the less time you have in my presence. But
Yeah.
come on, we all snuck into movies when we were kids.
I think it was a rite of passage.
It was.
But I had both extremes. I had the
Mhm.
the hood movie theater, which what do you mean you came and see a PG movie? You're a
Right.
kid. And then I had the one theater. Funny enough, it was the one theater that I came from my neighborhood and my wife came from her neighborhood, but we didn't know each other back then. But we went to the same movie theater.
It was the Bronx Tale, but reversed.
It kind of like, but they had 4.
She opened
PG,
the door for you. Yeah. Okay.
No, never. 4 PG or PG-13 movies, and then the one rated R was a separate entrance, so we couldn't sneak until like later.
You couldn't do the swerve like I'm going to see Goonies, and then you're in the front.
Yeah, I couldn't do that, and that's
Okay.
why I never saw RoboCop in the theater, because that's what I
man.
was trying to see. I'll always remember that. But
Nah.
what about the other stuff, like the I don't know, the people
I
who
will say
talk-
on
go ahead.
on the sneaking in the rated R movies, kids, if you're out there, if you're going to sneak in, shut the fuck up. Okay?
Yeah,
You know
don't
what?
talk about it.
Right. Just don't go in there and create a mess and disturb people that paid for it. Sit in A row, shut the hell up. And if you want a
Mhm.
better seat, look behind you once the movie starts, then cop a better
Move.
seat. But just shut up. Because
Yeah.
I'm not coming down there if you're down there, making noises and pooping on the
Mhm.
floor. Just shut the hell up. There's 400 screens in this multiplex. I don't want to have to deal with this. I don't have to babysit all night.
You got to go to the other ones and
Yeah,
Chicken
come on,
Jockey.
man. Right, the king of the popcorn factory. I got stuff to do. I got to fix the icy machine. Come on, give me a break.
that icy machine better be working when I'm there. That's
Oh
all
my
I'm
God. Yeah.
saying. I love me a
I'll
good
take a
icy.
slushy. Okay. Yes. Okay. Slushy. Sure.
What about the other stuff that we don't have to deal with in the days of ushers? People talking, using their phones,
Oh my gosh.
bringing in like curry food, some Indian food.
Oh my gosh.
How do you deal with
Yeah,
those characters?
You deal with them, just case by case basis.
Yeah.
Again, be low key about it.
Right.
If you bring in a bag, with Chipotle, come on, man.
No.
Okay.
There. I go to screenings every once in a while. There's
Yeah.
this little Asian girl. She can't be more than a size 2. Like, swear she's a size 0. She
Right.
brings in the full Chipotle ensemble meal, like she's feeding herself and 3 small children, but
Right,
it's
she got
just
the
for
catering
her.
package.
She's
She got
barely
the brochure
5
from
feet, 5 feet tall.
Right.
Full Chipotle meal, and sit there waiting for the screening to start. I'm like, yo, where are you putting all this away?
Right. Like, geez,
And now everybody wants Chipotle because it smells like a damn burrito in there.
Right. Exactly. Like, oh, geez, man. You got guac too? Geez. What man?
Yeah,
you
she
got,
paid
man,
extra for the guac every time.
She got
Every
that kind
time.
of cash, right?
Apparently,
God.
she's eating for 3.
Right.
Yeesh.
I mean, I get it. The movie theater prices, it's like anything in the world. They're going up, it's
Yeah.
hard, I get it. But if you're going to do it, I get it. You just want to see the movie. Just be cool about it. Get a tote bag like, oh, yeah, I got my blanket in here. And then, hide the shit at the bottom.
That's
know?
a new thing, too. The blankets. Bringing the blankets
Yeah.
to the movie theater. I don't remember that growing up.
Yeah, if the AC is working. Yeah, you probably do.
Yeah.
If the 35-year-old AC in the building is working, when they built those multiplexes, the wave of the future, and then COVID and streaming happened, and they're like, holy cow, we ain't got crap. Just go in there with a palm leaf, all right.
Talking about movie geeks, do you get the people coming in there saying, what is the size of the screen? How many speakers, surround
Oh, my
sound,
God.
all that?
Nosferatu had a guy come to see IMAX, and we had IMAX, and we had Dolby and another premium large format. and he exclusively and the sound of the trailers was not up to his spec. So I'm like, it's the trailers, man. It's the trailers, bro. Some trailers are IMAX and some of them are not. They're just trailers.
Right.
So I go in there, somebody had told me this guy. I'm like, okay. So I go in there and I'm looking around. I don't see, the place is packed. I don't see anything. I look at the screen and I look back and the guy is in my face. He like came out of the rafters like Batman, like, the sound. Where are they? You want to find them? You're going to have to break your one rule, So I'm like, oh my gosh, this dude, like if you get to the end of an IMAX film, they're like, for any quality issues, email Steve at IMAX.
Yeah.
Boy, he wrote Steve a novel. Oh my God. It was pages. Like
And
on
I
the
guess
history.
you got a copy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Look into this. I'm like, my God, man. Am I studying for a test? What is there a quiz? Like, holy cow. Yeah. Yeah.
I will say the most geekiest thing I've done is get there early before first show because I wanted to check out the Dolby speakers. Just to
Nice.
I mean, you can't really tell. You walk in there, the lights already down, but I wanted to count. When they first installed them, they had like red lights that would like pop up so you could see where they are in the theater. And
it looked like Darth Vader's bathroom.
Yeah, it was nice. It was illuminated and everything. And I think it was around the time of Blade Runner 2049. My friend Christian and I went to see that, and one of the side surrounds was probably getting too much bass kick to it, and the whole thing was rattling. I was like, somebody has to walk underneath that to get in and out of this theater. What if it falls?
Yeah.
What if it falls? And there were no lights in that theater after that.
Right.
They took away the illumination.
Right. That's free movies for life, kids. Stand under that speaker.
Yeah.
You will own that. You will own that theater. Right.
Literally. I saw some small bottle of JW. What is JW?
Is it Johnny Walker? Maybe.
Oh
yeah. People sneak in the little. You go to the convenience store.
Shooters.
And you get. Yeah, man. The cinnamon whiskey. Because most local theaters have a bar now, which is great. It's $47 for a drink, but yeah,
it was
they got
just
a bar.
a shot.
Right. So I get it. You go to the convenience store, you get the little, impulse liquors.
Yeah. Put in your Coca-Cola Icy.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be sitting there watching the Odyssey. You might as well enjoy yourself.
Right. I used to have a guy that would get a shot of tequila and put it in his Icy, and he called it an American margarita. I'm like, there you go.
That might be good.
Right.
See, there you go. Hate people bringing in the blanket.
Oh yeah.
Bringing in the blanket.
Right.
I hate that. It just looks weird. Like, are you staying overnight?
Right. Could you not afford a hotel? Like, you always get those guests. It's like, yeah, you get the guests. I had this happen. Do you have a theater? I don't care what movie it is. Where there's not a lot of people. I'm like, get a room. By the time you get done with snacks, you could go down to the Motel 6.5. No.
Wow. I never thought about that. Wow.
Well, somebody did. Somebody has.
So they're in there watching like the latest.
Doesn't even matter. They don't care.
They don't care. They don't care.
They're not watching a movie. No.
They're watching a re-release of RRR, and
right. Yeah, they're in there.
They're the only ones in there.
Right, making sweet love to the Smurfs. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. I've never seen the pillows. I've seen the blankets, and it's always like people. Well, I don't want to stereotype, but it's always people that are younger, and they always look like they just left home in their pajamas and they came to the movies in their pajamas.
All matching pajama pants from the Target.
And they got Uggs or some knockoffs, and I'm like, why leave home?
They don't know how to pick up their feet. They just shuffle through the lobby, shuffle. Every movement has a fucking sound to it. Smacking with the popcorn.
So what we've learned here is they are not the villains. It's the noisy ones that are the villains, whether it's food or sound or feces.
Oh man.
Just be quiet about it.
Right. Yeah, poop in the toilet, children, if you can.
Yeah, it's not that far away. It's not
It's
that far
not.
away.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it on if Walken popped up on the screen. This is the second night you're talking about your fear of Christopher Walken. I don't know, Steve. I don't know. You might need to see
The Foo
somebody about that.
Fighters. Yeah. This watch.
This watch. Your
This
father.
watch. There's a
Your
pause.
father.
This pause.
Oh my gosh. Act 3.
Wow, we're in Act 3 already. Oh my gosh, plagues
We
people.
gotta live time for the 5 takes because I know you have that.
Is it a musical? Okay. The 5
The
takes.
future,
Oh yeah.
the future, the future
Future. Right.
of film. Hold up. I gotta get my proper voice on.
Oh, there we go.
The future of film. There we go. I like that one.
Nice. In a world.
In a world. By the way,
Samuel L. Brockowitz presents Charles Bronson.
good independent comedy called In a Whirl with
Oh, is it?
I forget that girl's name, but really good movie.
Nice.
So we're constantly talking about streaming and how it's going against not only physical media but also the cinemas. People, like you said, I'll just wait and watch it on streaming, or I'll catch it on Netflix or whatever.
And
How much trouble is the theater industry really in, from your opinion?
well, 2024 was a good year. 2025 was not a good year. It wasn't a terrible year, but
Mhm.
it kind of went up 2024 and then waned a little bit. So a lot of it is, we need movies, we need film, we need content, we need the big films, we need the little films, we need
Yeah.
all films, and we also need, people to listen, the studios to listen, because I'm telling you, man, the re-releases, depending on what it is, are freaking
make
killing
money.
it.
They make money.
Are you? Oh my
You think
God!
about it. You have generations that never seen Jaws on the big screen. They never seen Vertigo on the big screen. Or
Right.
like you said, you went to see the IMAX re-release the other day. If you
Mhm.
never seen it on the big screen, it's a way to capture something you can't capture on your phone.
Right. Exactly.
Or-
It's a whole different experience.
Yeah.
And I mean, when they re-released Interstellar, was it a year ago, 2 years ago? Oh man, it was
Mhm.
killing it. It was killing.
Was it in
it was-
IMAX too?
It was an IMAX. It was
Yeah.
pretty much exclusively an IMAX. And the theater I was at, it was killing it. It was beating out releases that came out that week.
Hmm.
Like you said, they did a thing where they released all the Spider-Man movies, the Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and the Tom Holland, and it was like Spider-Man Mondays or whatever the hell it was, and people showed out because they were embryos or even inches in their daddy's pants when the Tobey Maguires were on the
Right.
screen, so they never seen those on the big screen.
Right.
It was like for freaking Monday, you had 500 people in there for the prime hour. So the re-releases are killing it.
I don't understand is that people will do that for classic movies that they can enjoy at home, streaming, physical, on their phone, whatever, and they'll come out for the cinematic experience. Why not just do that every week? I mean, yes,
Yeah,
everyone will say
absolutely.
the costs and all that stuff, but I'm sorry, unless you're getting it illegally, premium VOD is more than a ticket.
Yeah.
And
the experience. I mean, the experience of just being immersed, the suspension of disbelief, lights go out, you're in there, and there's so many different things I think the industry, and they're slowly getting there, needs to realize, going back to Stop Making Sense. After I saw that movie, I was like, this is a revelation. This is, and we're looking at the music industry right now, these people canceling concert tours left and right. It's $500 a ticket. The Talking Heads ticket for IMAX was like $20.
And people were dancing in the aisles.
Right. And
same thing with Michael. Michael too. They were dancing in the aisles at Michael.
Right. You know when the band's going on. Nobody, Axl Rose isn't waiting for his lamb chops till 3 in the morning. You know what time they're going on. There's not some stinky person next to you that is, that woke up from underneath the bleachers from the the
opening
Leonard
act.
Skinner concert 20 years ago. There's no DUI checkpoint. There's no $50 for parking as somebody threw a brick through my window. It goes on at 7 o'clock, and it's done by 9. You're out.
Yeah.
You got all the good camera angles. I mean, love or hate Taylor Swift, man. The Eras tour in theaters.
She's got it. I didn't see the Billie Eilish one, but I wanted to. But it's probably gone by now.
The James Cameron. Yeah, the Swift one, man. She killed it. You thousands of dollars to see her ticket, and you get the beam in front of you. Like, is that her? You can't even see her. You see it on the big screen, man. You got all the great camera angles. She's on the catwalk. You got the overhead. You got brief picture of the keyboard player. Like, no, she's over there. But yeah, no, not me over here. This is, I just get paid to do this.
You mentioned retro, and it brings up something else that I was thinking about. We've seen the great exodus from film projection. You mentioned being a projectionist yourself in your younger days, to everyone going digital, and then of course they try to up the digital. Who's got the Dolby, the IMAX, the 4DX, blah blah blah. But little by little, especially being here in Kansas City, we have finally a return to film projection. Screenland.
Oh, it's killing it.
Adam, shout out to Adam at Screenland Armor, bringing back film projection, and every film projection that they've shown has sold out. I went to see Vertigo on a Saturday afternoon, sold out. We saw Your Next during Panic Fest, sold out. And this past weekend, they had Jurassic Park. All movies you could watch at home, all movies you could watch streaming. But people are coming out not only to see a pristine digital copy, but to see a film copy, to see that grain.
It's like vinyl. Like for a while there, you couldn't find a record store. Now they're all coming back. People want that. They want the physical media, want the physical copy. And I've been looking at Screenland's numbers. I can look at every theater in the Kansas City area. Anybody that's not even under, where I work. And Sinners, when they had Sinners at Screenland, it was,
70
you could
millimeter.
see you could see the numbers they had last year, man. They like doubled those numbers, like 200% increase, man.
Wow.
And that's what we need. And and I get it, the sequels, the prequels, the reboots, but Sinners, man, freaking original content.
Yeah.
The minute I saw that trailer, like, that's a hit.
Yep.
I said that's a hit record, and they went to #1 on the charts. Okay.
And just closer to our hearts is, you mentioned it's happening in vinyl. You're sick. You need help.
I do.
But we're also seeing like a return to content as far as VHS and DVD. I mean, look, it's still in the shrink wrap.
Yeah.
I just picked up a DVD the other day.
I got that same one, all the early Hitchcock. Yeah, all the early Hitchcock on there, guys. Get that.
I love seeing that younger people, like the Gen Z people, are buying VHS and DVD. They don't care about the quality of it.
Yeah.
They just want to be able to say, I own this. So there's this newfound old reason for me, but they're discovering like the pride of ownership, and they can't take it from you, and it can't be on the streaming service this month and gone next month, and they can't change it around because they want Popeye Doyle not to say the N-word and all these crazy things. And I love it. I love to see it coming back, but it is an addiction, and
it can be. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to have a conversation where you just go like shelf by shelf. Like, 1 week you just,
No.
Okay.
I know a lot of people are into that. A lot of people are into the movie tours. I am more of the person, like, I don't want anyone to have FOMO, and I'm also it's really not your business. If you want to see what I follow me on Letterboxd, see what I'm watching.
We struck a nerve with KB. You're like, all of a
sudden, no.
We're having a good time, and he's like, "Hey, fuck you, Dave. All right, screw you. Go clean theater 3, you bitch. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'm going.
It's not that. I'm just the opposite. It doesn't strike a nerve. It's to the point that I really don't care. But there's a lot of people that do. There's
Yeah.
a lot. I did that once, and immediately someone was like, "What's your 5 favorite Val Kilmer movies?" Because they saw I had Tombstone, and I left out one movie, and it was like, "How can you hate that movie?" I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a love-hate situation.
I'm
All of a sudden,
done.
oh my God.
I am done. Just like it started and ended that quickly. It's like you're yelling at me for something I don't own.
Oh, right. Screw you, Lady Hawk is the best movie ever. It's like, okay, dude, all right. Get off the roof.
If I want to have Psycho 3, let me have Psycho 3.
Right. Come on.
Barbenheimer.
Yes. Barbenheimer was amazing.
Are we getting that again, or is it going to be forced on us?
They've tried to replicate it. They tried to do the first Wicked. You had Gladiator 2. Both did well, So, and then, like 3 days later, I think it was Moana 2 came out, and, the box office was crazy. This year, I'm a little scared about the holiday season, just because, you got a pissing match between Warner Brothers and Disney.
And I don't think it's going to be like a cooperation thing.
No, it's not.
Barbie and Oppenheimer, the thing that people don't realize is it was both under Warner Brothers, and that's why it succeeded.
Go
ahead. No, you go.
No, you go.
I go, you go. I thought you said I'm okay, Spotter.
Ditch the fucking drink over here.
I was gonna say the first time I seen
hole. You're gonna have to dig the hole on that one,
Two studios go at it separately was New York City, 1978, subway trains, double poster frame. One was for Grease, Paramount. The other was for Jaws 2, Universal, side by side on every subway stop. That is a core memory for me. But you don't see stuff like that these days. So everyone's saying Odyssey and Dune 2, two different studios. They're not going to Barbenheimer this thing up.
We all know that Grease was the scarier film. But, But Barbenheimer, what you had is you had two completely different films, And everybody said, which one do you do first? Well, you do Oppenheimer first because you want to feel good at the end of your visit with Barbie. Because you do Barbie first, you're like, life is great, and then you see Oppenheimer, you're like, okay, where's the bridge? Is there a bridge on the drive home? Yeah, just swerve,
Yeah.
But you got Doom 3 and Doomsday. Make your catchy phrase with those two. I think they're already out there. But they're too similar, These two big blockbuster sequel franchise films, and Warner Brothers in the House of Mouse, man, and it's nobody standing down.
Yeah.
And I get it, people are gonna come see it, but my God, man, are they gonna see both of them?
It's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna. It can't be the same.
No, I don't think so, because they're both going to want to dominate your premium large formats. Denis has got IMAX. That means, Disney will have the Dolby, and, but I want to see Avengers in IMAX, and I want to see, Dune 3 and Dolby, it's.
Yeah. I still have to figure out how I'm doing that. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
We do have a question. Someone wants to know your thoughts on Masters of the Universe.
Man, yeah. I'm a little worried about that one. Is this a movie anybody wanted? Did they? Did anybody go, I want a He-Man movie? Did they? I don't know, So, I hope it does well. I hope every movie does well. Even the movies I'll never see. I hope they all make $1 billion. I just hope it does well. There's a lot of popcorn buckets in the works there, so come out and buy those. Come out and buy them, and go home and whatever. And nice. It's Amazon, so you bite your nails on Amazon. You're like, okay, because they got products to sell that'll be in your house in less than 4 minutes after you thought of them.
Yeah,
So
I just got Fight Club 4K, and I think I'm the only one in the United States that they actually shipped it properly. Everyone else got theirs bent and messed up and had to order the import.
well, because their driver was in the Fight Club. That's why.
Not only that, I think it was me having the door open, just watching to see if
Right,
they'll just drop it on the
shotgun
front
out.
step.
Like
Yeah,
just put it on.
catapult it
just,
out.
Just put it down. Just put it down.
I'm not going to say anything about what I was holding, but
Yep.
neither here nor
Back
there.
away slowly. Put it on the welcome
Um,
mat and back away slowly.
I collect VHS. Jeepers Creepers. Hell Night came today. That's great. I
Nice.
love to see it. Just like
Mhm.
Kill Bill Whole Bloody Affair got announced today for 4K, and Lionsgate
Nice.
Limited is doing it on 4K and on VHS.
My buddy Shane got the Whole Bloody Affair on VHS. I love him, man. Man, I love Shane. That's my brother.
Remember when you'd hit McDonald's to get the new promo meal and toy like Batman and Flintstones? Hell yeah. Hell
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was a screening for Masters of the Universe at Town Center, I think, for Corp. John Goodman was there. Oh, interesting.
For Masters Universe?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. I've only been to one of those events, and it was the first Avengers.
Yeah. What do you think of what Master Universe is going to do?
I think there's enough nostalgia there for people to come
Mhm.
out. I don't think it's going to be a summer blockbuster,
Right.
but that's about it.
Yeah. I hope it does well. I hope it makes $1 billion. I really
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Will I
And
ever see
funny
it?
enough, we haven't had a $1 billion movie yet for the year.
No. I mean, there's some.
Close.
You talk
but
about
not-
Michael. Michael's still out there. So,
Michael has what's this?
Is it
Carry the
600?
One. June 12th, I believe, is when it comes out in Japan. That's when it'll hit a Billy.
Yeah.
Worldwide, it'll hit a Billy
Mm.
once it drops in Japan because they love them some MJ over there.
Yep.
Love. them.
Nice.
Are you ready for the 5
No.
takes?
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. We're just not going to do it.
I don't know why I did this.
Play the
My
out
Three
music.
Sons theme song is coming up.
You and Fred McMurray over there.
Right. And that's
The
why
five
you
takes.
keep your hand out of your pants, Ernie.
The 5 takes, the 5 questions we ask every guest, even if they're crazy as Dave. At the end of the conversation, we start
That's
the way we always
right.
do with
Cleaning
number
up
1.
poop in the theater. All right.
Number 1.
We're on
Name
here.
the film that made you fall in love with the movies. Sentimental
Wow.
nostalgia time.
So, being a child of the 70s and 80s, it's probably a film that everybody got into, Galaxy Far, Far Away. It was Snoopy comes home.
Oh,
See, I
God.
threw a loop there.
Damn you.
Snoopy comes home. My big sister Terry took me to see Snoopy Comes Home, and I cried like a bitch. I'm like, he is not coming back. Where's he going? Woodstock's gonna get hit by a car if he's not there. Oh my God, dude, I bawled. Snoopy was never coming fucking home. It'd probably been a great story to tell later. Like if the film broke just as he's gone, it's like, oh shit, he's dead.
He broke the film.
Right? Like, oh Jesus, But no, I cried so hard. But it just like the power of film. I really believe
Yeah.
Snoopy wasn't coming home. There's another film, also with my movie buddy, my sister Terry. She took me to the Roxy Theater in Nebraska to see it. She was engaged to the projectionist Ron, who is now my brother-in-law, who's really good. Drop the in-law. It's a great guy. And we got there early, and my sister Marie and I, we got to see the projection booth. We got to see the behind the scenes and all that. And he played music beforehand. They had this little stage, and we danced and sang on the stage for the patrons that were coming in. And we didn't even know what we were watching that night, which sometimes guys out there in KB land, It's the best way to see a movie. You
Yeah.
have no idea. You've never seen a trailer, nothing. Go on, no preconceived notions, no industry stories, and it's the best musical based off The Wizard of Oz ever.
The
The
Wiz.
The Wiz, kids, The Wiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my God, I love that movie. And
You can't win.
yeah, oh my God, the songs, just iconic, everything, man. I was so captivated by it, and I was so relieved at the same time because my dad had done some work in a playhouse, back east, and he was good friends with Margaret Hamilton, who was the original Wicked Witch of the
Witch.
West.
Yeah.
So he had this autographed picture of Margaret Hamilton, which he would use as a threat to us as children. Like, you're going to eat your vegetables, you're going to clean your room, brush your teeth, I'll get the Wicked Witch of West on your ass. So, so seeing The Wiz.
Classic child rearing.
Right. Margaret Hamilton wasn't in The Wiz. They got that one scene at the end with the Wicked Witch, and it takes place in a warehouse, and then all of a sudden everybody comes out and dances in golden bikinis. And I'm like, okay, So that was a huge relief for me as a child, too, that the Wicked Witch wasn't going to kill me if I didn't eat my vegetables. So
I'm sorry, but the one in The Wiz looked like she'll put a strap to your ass too. So
yeah, or strap on. You don't, one of the two.
leave that one
Well,
alone.
folks, it's that kind of show.
We got some questions before we continue. Stacy's here. Will you see
There are
Backrooms?
questions.
Will you see Backrooms? Yeah, I'll see it.
You see it?
Yeah, I'll see it. Just because I haven't watched any trailers, just like you were saying, so I'm gonna go in blind. I don't even know what it's about.
That's probably the best way to go, because there's don't even Google Backrooms, don't even look it on YouTube. There's 5 billion videos. I just wish it was PG-13, because I think a majority of that audience is under 17 for the Backrooms. I mean, I hope it makes $1 billion. But if it doesn't, I think it's a missed opportunity. I think with Megan, the first Megan was PG-13.
Great example.
Right. A hit.
Great example.
And so what they do, they waited a couple months, they re-released the rated R version. I think they can do that with the Backrooms. Release the PG-13, let the kids go nuts in there, wait a couple months, bring back the rated R version at, August to September. So,
what was your best female acting performance of the year so far?
Man, I don't know. What do you think?
I'm gonna go with the populist vote and say Indy Navarrete in Obsession.
That's what I have not seen it yet, but that's what I hear.
Yeah. I mean, the movie itself is on the level of how I felt walking out of Hereditary for the first time, and it's definitely the best performance since Mia Goth in Pearl, if not Toni Collette in Hereditary.
So I might have to see it because that's Hereditary. You come out of there and you're like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah,
they need a therapist in the lobby.
Yeah, I needed a hug and some cartoons with like Saturday morning cartoons
right?
with like cereal.
Okay. Somebody's stroking your face. It's gonna be okay. It's all right.
Literally.
It's gonna come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar tomorrow.
I love it. The other Dave says, great time this podcast. Look forward to many more. Please, this is a great time to remind everybody, if you like what you see, please go ahead. These are your to-do items. Go ahead and like, go ahead and subscribe, go ahead and enjoy.
Yes.
As you tell a friend to tell a friend and bring them back with you the next time. We appreciate it.
And then have 4 other friends tell those friends. It's it's not a pyramid, it's more of a triangle. So
yeah, it just keeps building upside down. Let's see who else had some good stuff. We got it all from Leanna, always good, talking about the Snoopy movie, I'm sure.
Oh my God, devastating, just devastating. He wasn't coming home, damn it. My poor sister Terry was like, I laid on her lap like Snoopy on top of the doghouse, just bawling my ass off.
I hate to spoil the movie, but
Woodstock,
Snoopy comes home.
Oh my God. The movie of the year. Snoopy comes for your consideration. Snoopy,
Shin did
played
order
by a Charles Bronson.
the Kill Bill. That's good. That's good. Boom, 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 boom. Talking about The Wiz. It is a classic.
Oh my God, yes.
Kid Creole, black and white. Very good. Good swerve. There's no Halloween H2O, but I'll take it. I'll take it H2O. I told you I'm an apologist for that movie. You leave it alone.
KB's outside of the theater, like, hey, look, I'm sorry, okay. I saw Bruce Campbell. I saw Bruce Campbell speak one time. Oh my God! And I can't remember what movie. Some little kid stands up. And it's like, I saw you in some movie. And he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, kid. Here's $5.
It was Spider-Man.
Oh my, right? Yeah, I can't remember. It was some movie he did with, I don't know, somebody. That person.
Is KB Land a real place? I'd visit that over Disneyland. I'd charge you even more than Disneyland.
Yeah, it's behind that white door back there. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Get into
It's actually
the band.
the basement from the Barbarian movie.
Aw. Jordan says, I'm so glad I went on before Dave. He's a champ. Now I have to poach him for my channel. Please do. Please do. He's a fun guest.
I'll be worn out then. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, he's going to sleep for 2 days.
Good
2 days after this. You just don't know it. He's going to be sleeping for 2 days. Let's move on. Number 2. Name 5 of your favorite films.
Take me back to the home. Okay.
5.
All right. Okay. I'm going to start with the most known and then just try to work my way to the most obscure. So
go for
my dad, when I was a kid, he got some deal on cable. So we were the only house that had cable, so dirt cheap.
You were
so
that house.
Yeah, we were that house. We had the Pop-Tarts too, man. So, like, who ate all the Pop-Tarts? So, the 17 people that came to watch Skinamax last night, Dad. I don't know. But, so, they'd go to bed and then, we'd fire up the Showtime and whatever. And it was just so random. You didn't know. He was like, hurry up, just put it on before they wake up. Mm-hmm. So I remember seeing this movie. I got my notes off here, so I want to make sure I get all the verbiage here. But, I know Carpenter's known for The Thing and Halloween, and I love those movies. But this movie right here,
ooh, yeah,
Escape from New York, man, Bliskin, yeah. Oh my God, and the soundtrack, like the coked out John Carpenter.
You could hear the snorts in between the notes.
Escape from New York, man. The soundtrack and a hell of a cast. I mean, like the most diverse cast in the history of cinema. I mean, you got Kurt Russell, Isaac Hot Buttersoul Hayes.
Great album.
Oh my God, yes. And sampled album too, man. Yeah, I mean, God.
Walk on by alone.
Yeah. And the piano that Public Enemy used for "I got a letter from the government." Oh my God, I love that song. Yeah. Yep. Harry Dean Stanton, Adrian Barbeau, Donald Pleasance. Ernest Borgnine, Snake Plissken in my cab. Oh my God.
What else you got?
And Lee Van Cleef, man, Angel Eyes itself in there.
Nice.
Oh God, I love that. Gotta love that movie. So picking 5 favorites, is like trying to pick your favorite kid. It's just not fair to the rest of them. So I'm like, I got to get a Kurosawa. I own 30 Kurosawa films. But if I pick one, somebody's going to be like, well, what about Hiro? What about
Ron?
Ryan? What about Ron? What about Kagemusha? So I went the other way. I picked the Kobayashi film.
Okay.
I went the other way, man. I went with the underdog Kobayashi, man. And not only that, I want to get a shout out to my man Tatsuneka Dai, one of the most diverse actors ever to grace cinema. Died last November at the age of 93. Yeah. If you ever look at any interview with Tatsuneka Dai, he was always at the bar with a beer in his hand and a story. He just seemed like one of the nicest guys. He was always a foil to Mifune, but apparently they were good friends. So I just love that movie. And if you haven't seen this movie and you're like, what's that on the cover? Oh, you'll figure it out once you see this movie.
Really, really quickly.
Yeah.
Really quickly. Good one. What's next?
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Oh, we got to get going. Okay. So.
Oh, no. I'm not rushing you.
Okay.
I hear silence and then it's like trying to keep the train moving.
Oh, I got you. I don't know where you got to go, but you got to get out of here. But anyway, there's a tie. There's a tie for the third slot here. Playtime by Jacques Tati. My friend Shane Menzie, who's a comic. If you're out there in the comedy world, you know he's super hilarious. Shane Menzie turned me on to Jacques Tati. Not like a solid narrative in this film, but visually, this film is just so amazing. Yeah. You know, I want to see the IMAX 4K restoration of Playtime and be able to pause it, because I've seen the movie, you know, more times than I can count, and there's always something I miss.
Yeah.
You know, there's always something in the background that's happening.
Nuance.
Right. Very little dialogue, and you know, Tati. I would cut off Quentin Tarantino's wife's big toe to see an IMAX 4K restoration of this, and we know how he likes toes. So there you go, children. And also tied. You got to love this guy.
Chaplin.
The great dictator, Chaplin.
Yes.
So, Tale of Two Mustaches, people.
Don't skip ahead, but he talks at the end.
Yeah, that's true. And he's got a great voice.
He does.
You know, it's an amazing voice. And, you know, people, is it his funniest film? No, but it's probably one of the most important films in the history of cinema. You know, 1940. He made this film while Hitler was in power.
Yes, that's power.
You know, so
that's power.
You know, it's different when you're making fun of Hitler, you know, doing Springtime in Hitler, and, you know, the guy's been, you know, buried underground forever in South America. You can't do nothing to you. So, you know, Hitler was in power, and the United States of America was not involved in the war yet.
Yeah.
So they didn't know what was going on, what was going to happen, whose side they were going to take. And they told him, no, man, don't do this movie. You can't do this movie. And he did it.
Yep.
And subsequently, you know, he gets, indicted for tax evasion later. And, you know, And then, you know, his citizenship is revoked because, you know, he's originally from Britain. So, yeah, I mean, you talk about a time where there was a dictator in power and being a comedian and being, you know, persecuted for it, which is unlike today. That, of course, nothing like that today would ever happen.
No,
you know?
not at all.
No, Stephen Colbert. But anyway.
Last show.
Right. So, speaking of blacklisting, we'll keep on that. You know, probably everybody's favorite film, Do Re-Fi-Fi, Shezla Holmes, by Jules Dassin. So I got the Blu-ray, and I like this cover better. This looks more like a Pink Panther movie, but it's still
the
still
old
good
one
movie.
is better.
Yes, I dig that. Yeah, I mean, it's like, ooh, that's noir. You know, I mean, you hear the name Re-Fi-Fi, and it's like, is that about a poodle? It's like, no.
Is it an African jungle?
Right, yeah. So it's a jewel heist, and Dassin himself, he did a movie in 1950 called Night in the City, and I believe it was Selznick that sent him to England to do it, because he's like, you're going to do this movie, and it's your last movie because you're getting ready to be blacklisted.
Yeah.
So he did Night in the City. The story behind that, go look at it, kids. I don't want to take up your time with that, but and he wandered around for 4 years trying to find a movie to do, because even the foreign studios, they were like, oh, you want American distribution? You're not going to hire Jules Dassin. You're not going to hire Dassin. He went to Italy and got hired. He got fired off a movie. Went to Greece. They sabotaged the set, and he got fired. So he ended up taking this movie, and he read the book, and the book is by Augustus Le Breton. And Augustus, in the book, there's racism, there's necrophilia. He's like, dude, I can't make this movie.
Right.
So he took a small part of the book and made it into it, which is about the jewel heist. And Augustin LeBrenton, who fashioned himself to be a gangster, showed up at Jules Zassin house and he's like, I read the script. I want to talk to you about it. He's like, I like your script, but it's not my book. And Jules was like, that's what we're going with. We're doing it.
So
Takes a gun.
adaptation. It's
Yeah,
adaptation.
he took a gun out of his vest, put it on the coffee table. He's like, I like your script. It's not the book. And Dassin stood his ground, and he got respect from LeBrunton for it. And Rififi, man, it often imitated. If you've never seen it and you've seen a heist movie, they've borrowed from this one.
Oh,
the
yeah.
original Mission Impossible, he's coming down on that wire. That comes from Rififi.
Yeah.
So,
Great pick.
and just another piece of trivia, it was banned in Mexico because people reenacted the heist successfully.
I love it.
So there's that. But okay, scrolling on here. Okay, so we're going to get to a little more obscure. So for the last take, another tie, just because I want to talk more about movies. Symbiocytotoxoplasm, take one.
Hold the phone.
Right.
Lift it up a little bit so we can see the title again. I've seen
There you
this
go.
before, but I've never seen anyone talk about it. Move it a little bit to your left, to your left, to your left. There we go. Symbiocytotoxoplasm.
Yes. It sounds like a disease or a condition.
It sounds like a diagnosis.
It does.
What is it about?
Because it is. It's a William Greaves movie from 1968. And it's a film about a film, filming a film, and everyone that's involved in it. Well ahead of its time. Well ahead of its time. Now there's a take two on here that once you know where this is going, take two has no effect. They did a take two later, like Soderbergh and Buscemi funded it, because they were such a fan of this one.
Yeah.
Just an amazing film. Just showing how once you have a camera and he had 4 camera crews. He had one filming actors doing this scene over and over and over. He had one filming the camera crew. He had one filming himself, and then one filming everything.
Wow.
So, I think it took him like 5 years to edit. Just an amazing, just a commentary on everything of its time, filmmaking, just amazing film. I mean, Symbiocytotoxoplasm, go ahead, say it 10 times fast.
I'll have to check to see if it's on the channel, but if not, there's a 30% off sale on Criterion right now. And then we also have the 50% off sale at Barnes & Noble in July. So
that's
great
true.
time. And was that a Blu-ray that you have there?
Yes. Yeah, that is
$20.
A Blu-ray. Yeah.
$20. Might as well
Well
check
worth
it out.
it. Well worth it. Groundbreaking cinema right there. And another film that I saw a couple years ago, this will be the last one, on the 5 favorites, or at least the 5 I want people to know more about. I saw a couple years ago, and it just blew my mind. Wendell B. Harris's Chameleon Street. So Wendell B. Harris plays a character called Douglas Street, a real life con man, and won the Grand Jury Prize at Sundance in 1990. And the movie quickly disappeared after that. Like, he was, I urge you to, I mean, I can't do it justice. There's a critic named Ashley Clark who did a video essay on Chameleon Street. And there was a sick joke in the 90s, back when, Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society was out, that if you wanted a deal in Hollywood, you had to be young, black, and not Wendell B. Harris Jr.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's his first, and to this date, he's still alive, and the only film that he's directed. And I urge you, man, he reminds me a little bit of like Boots Riley, what Boots is doing these days.
Yeah.
Like the movie is equal parts like amateur, and it's equal parts brilliant and masterfully done. I mean, it's the reincarnation of like Jean-Luc Godard, just Chameleon Street. I can't urge you enough to go find Chameleon Street.
I just added it to my watch list on Letterboxd, and it's currently streaming on Prime.
Nice. Yeah.
And
Go
Canopy.
see it.
If you have a library card, you should have Canopy. So
Canopy is an amazing resource, kids. You can't find it. That's how I saw Killer Sheep. For years. You got to see Killer Sheep. Got to see where Canopy.
Yeah.
Canopy, man.
That's exactly what I did. Awesome. We had some comments here. Some I'll read, some I'll skip. They don't.
Some you'll spare me.
No. Just because. Yeah.
When did the clown think he was intellectual? Come on, more funny stuff.
Dave should be an actor. Go to Hollywood, my man.
Yeah.
And they said he should.
Mm-mm.
I think Dave likes where he is.
Yeah. Dave's got kids. I got mouths to feed. You know.
You two need to do this every week. You know what? It's a blast. I'll say that much. It's a blast.
I think KB's probably going to block my number after this. It's probably...
Negatory.
We'll have to get together on the reunion tour. Get the bag back. Okay.
Number 3. Name a popular classic movie that everybody loves, but you don't particularly like. You like a lot of stuff. So I'm interested to see what you don't like.
This is where I become the villain.
Okay. He's got his villain laugh down.
You want to know how I got these scars? I'll just go through a few, but there's one in particular that I'll talk about and piss you all off. Fuck Forrest Gump. First off, right out of the bat, manipulative garbage.
Gen A.
Yeah. Fuck that. Fuck the soundtrack. Fuck the whole thing. The Pacino.
I got the 4K with the soundtrack back there. If you want it.
And fuck you too. And Pacino, De Palma, Scarface. Fuck that movie. No. Horse shit. The best. Sorry, it's just good. I love hip hop. I love hip hop music, but man, the people in hip hop that worship that movie, I don't get. It's got the worst freaking music in the world on there. It's like
Giorgio Moroder.
Oh my God, 70s porn music has better music. Like, oh my God, you know,
loving it.
Pacino playing a Cuban, and like, you know, nobody's up in arms about it. You're like, Jesus, you know. I'm like, just fuck that movie. I hate that movie.
Okay, so that's two you don't like.
No, I think most of what Quentin Tarantino does is a clip show. I do understand. I get it. I love Tarantino, and then he was like a magician that showed me the tricks. He was on Charlie Rose one night, talking about all his influences. So I went to the video store and I watched all those movies. And then the next movie I watched, he just took pieces of all those movies, and you know, there's a plot that strings them together. So yeah, I'm off a QT movie. Sorry, kids. The original Top Gun. Oh my God, no. Top Gun '84. Hell no. Maverick, great aerial photography, but the exact same third act as the original Star Wars. You know, we got to shoot the missiles into this hole. I mean, God, give me a fucking break. You know, I expected them to pan around the room and there's a Wookiee there. It's like, okay, you know, come on.
Do you see why I love this question? This is why I love this question. I love to see people become unhinged with movies that everybody else loves. People have come on here and just like ripped apart movies I adore. I don't care.
I mean, that's, like you said, like you said, it's art. You know, art. You know, one man's trash is another man's treasure, or vice versa, So, Saving Private Ryan. Yeah, I love the first 15 minutes like everybody else. The rest of the movie is pure schlock. And really, if you want to see where Spielberg got all those ideas from, Sam Fuller, man. Go get you some Sam Fuller, man. That first 15 minutes is Sam was there. Sam was on that beach. That's exactly in this book is where you got the first.
What's your favorite Fuller movie?
Oh, it's hard to pick one, man.
Naked Kiss.
Naked Kiss is great. what was the one he did in the insane asylum? That was groundbreaking as well.
Yeah.
Steel Helmet. Steel
What was it?
Helmet's great.
Shock Treatment?
Shock Corridor. That's it.
Shock Corridor. Yeah. I have
Steel
that
Helmet.
back there.
His first movie, in conjunction with Private Ryan. This is all from his experiences. Fuller was probably the original independent filmmaker. I mean, you could probably go back to, Oscar Micheaux or somebody else and really document who was the original independent filmmaker. But Sam, they offered him big budgets from Hollywood studios. I will give you John Wayne and Tyrone Power, but we want control over the script. And he's like, nah, screw you. I'll take control of my script. He walked so like Cassavetes could run.
Yeah, and everybody always talks about Cassavetes, but Shock Corridor, White Dog, Pickup.
Oh yeah.
Naked Kiss, 40 Guns, a lot of great ones.
Oh, absolutely. Underworld USA. That's another one. Underworld USA, I think, is highly underrated.
Yeah.
Sam Fuller film. Park Row was a great. He put all his money into it. He made a whole bunch of money and put all his money into Park Row and lost it all, but he didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Because he just wanted to make that movie. But the most recent one that I'll go ahead and just poop on everybody's parade, One Battle After Another. Yeah. Yeah. One Battle After Another, kids. I'm sorry. Didn't dig it. Didn't. I'm watching a movie and like the first 10 minutes of the movie, I'm like, oh, this is like the Battle of Algiers. And later on, he's smoking a doobie on the couch, like watching the Battle of Algiers. Like it's even on the TV screen. And then they throw a Steely Dan song in. And all of a sudden, 20 minutes later, he's like, I bought all this sound equipment that used to belong to Steely Dan, and Sean Penn is a cartoon. Benicio del Toro is a national treasure. Leonardo DiCaprio, America's favorite honky. I get it. He's just, he's got people, you got these trained mercenaries that they're catching, and he's at home smoking a doobie, and he never gets caught. They kick in the fucking front door. He goes into a tunnel underneath the bed, and then the movie ends back up, and in the final, spoiler alert, but ends up at that same house.
Yeah. It comes 360.
What? Like, you went back to that house? Like, not every FBI agent in the entire universe wasn't at that house? What?
Yeah.
No.
We got some comments. We got some
Of course
comments.
you do. Did you like Sinners? Yes, I like Sinners.
Let's see. I didn't even know my man Culture Trini was in here. Salute, my dude. I have Scarface VHS. Of course you do.
Oh, good. The two videotapes. That's great.
What about The Thin Red Line?
Great movie.
I agree.
Great movie. I love that movie. It's a little
Steve,
meditative. It goes everywhere, but yeah.
Yeah, Steve adds, everyone needs to see some Sam Fuller. I watched Merrill's Marauders and a pilot he did for TV yesterday. That's cool.
Merrill's
really
Marauders is another great movie. Yeah. I mean, even Bad Fuller is at least worth watching, knowing that his vision from the word go is on screen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Where are we? Oh, number 4. I have to remember where we are. Number 4. Name a critically hated movie that you love.
I thought about this one for a while. Hey, we can go modern on this one. Michael. I loved Michael. I've seen it twice. I
almost said the one with John Travolta as an angel.
You can change the world. No. Much better music than Eric Clapton. Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Jafar Jackson. They hit it out of the park.
Yeah.
And oh my God. Is it your typical bio topic? Yes. But was I entertained? I was entertained to death.
Yeah.
And I had people go, well, it's not historically accurate. Well, if you want historical accuracy, right? If you want historical accuracy, quit watching fucking movies. Okay, go get a book, watch a documentary. Even then, that's somebody's
That's what
Right.
documentaries are for.
Right. Even then,
Yeah.
those are somebody's perspective. Was I entertained? I was, man, saw it twice.
Yeah.
Can't wait till it comes back for award season so I can see it again.
You know
So I
it
saw it
will.
I saw it in IMAX. I saw it in a huge other theater. I want to see it in Dolby. I want to do the trifecta, you know.
There you go. There you go.
Well, I thought Michael was just fantastically entertaining. Historically accurate? No, Janet wasn't even in it. Where was
I know.
Janet? She said,
I was sitting there first time thinking,
Yeah.
where's Janet? Where's Randy?
Yeah.
Where's Reby?
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
like, and then when they cut out the Wiz, I was like, so we're not getting any Diana Ross? And then
no, oh yeah, no.
immediately I found out why. I was like, oh yeah, the grooming.
Yeah, well, and you know, again, it's his story and his music, and that's what they focused on.
Yeah,
And hell yeah,
and that's fine.
it's great.
That's
Jafar
fine.
hit it out of the park. That
He did a
I
wonderful
was,
job.
Oh my god, because you know when they were showing the trailers, it was just bits and pieces. I'm like, can this kid act? I mean, you look at his IMDb page; he's got one. He didn't even play the tooth in his third grade play. Like, can this guy even act? Like, holy shit, you know? Hit it out of the park, man.
Oh my god.
Hit it out of the park.
He did a
But,
wonderful job.
But yeah. So, Michael, I'm going to throw a couple other movies at you that I don't know if are critically hated, but I just want people to know about because I don't think they're appreciated. Hedwig and the Angry Inch, greatest rock and roll musical ever. I'll take the Pepsi challenge with that. The Saragossa Manuscript, starring my man Zbigniew Chapolsky, the Polish James Dean, or is James Dean the Polish Zbigniew Chapolsky?
That's
so-
now 2 movies I need to watch.
Man, I got you. I stumped you. These aren't even real movies. I just made these up.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Saragossa Manuscript, fantastic movie. Wojciech Haas, the director. Polish New Wave, just a total fucking mind fuck. Get you some Polish New Wave in your life.
You follow me on Letterboxd. You know I'm all over the place, so
Oh, yeah.
I will check them out. I will
Yeah.
check
Oh,
them
yeah.
out.
I don't have a channel, but I do have a letterbox, so check out my letterbox.
Just look for
And
this name.
Chorus
his name.
Borla. That's it. Yeah.
You will find him.
Switch the B and the K. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Another movie. One of the many reasons why I hate award shows because I think Eddie Murphy should have gotten an award for Bowfinger. Just amazing movie. I'm sorry. Whatever.
That's
Say
coming out
whatever.
on
You know.
4K soon.
Is it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And this is my copy that I got from the Hollywood Video. I'm sure I got $1 billion in late fees.
Nice.
I'm the reason why Hollywood Video went down. But yeah, I mean Eddie Murphy. Give him his flowers. He's still alive.
Yes.
Give
One
us
of
flowers.
the greatest comedians of our time.
Ever. Oh yeah, that was another one.
time.
Watching Delirious on cable. Or oh my God, Richard Pryor live on a Sunset Strip.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
I think by the time Raw came out, we had Delirious memorized, and then
Oh yeah.
Raw came out and we memorized that too. Just going around saying the jokes, saying the routines from the
Yeah.
the concert film. So it's
Oh
crazy.
yeah.
Crazy. I knew this would be fun. I want to make one small announcement after we're done here. Get yourself over to my man Dell.
Oh, I
Dell
love
on
Dell.
Movies. He's having
Oh, my-
his Two Old Geeks live stream. So head over to Dell on Movies once you're done here.
When you did the Spike Lee thing together, that was amazing.
That was so much fun, man.
That was
so much fun.
I love that. That
That's
was
my
one of my
brother
favorites.
right there. That's
Yeah.
my brother. So
What about Q? Where's Q been? I haven't seen
I know
Q in
I
a
haven't
while.
seen Q the movie collector in a minute, but I think he's getting back into it. I gotta catch up with him. But if you go over to Dell, just tell him KB sent you, and I'll probably be over there in a few minutes after we wrap up here. But to wrap up here, let me stop sharing. Thank you again for coming on, sir.
Oh,
Long
I
time
appreciate it, man. Your show is a beacon to me. I love
Aw,
your conversations. You're
thank
a
you.
fantastic man, fantastic host.
Ryan
Great dude.
said check out The Disconnected on Thursday nights at 8:30. so you
I
could hear
tried.
his
That
voice.
show was like 7 hours long. I'm
I
like,
know they
holy
don't know
cow.
what a short
I'm
short
like, I
episode
need
is.
a sandwich and a nap somewhere in between there.
I
I love
do.
you, Ryan, and he's got
I
a great
do.
voice. He's the movie announcer voice. This is Ryan. I've seen 7
I
movies today.
literally I get in
Yeah.
bed like around 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I
Mm.
snooze. And then he has like really loud music at the end, and I'm glad. I don't want him to change it because that's when I know I should get up, turn off the TV, put in my earplugs for the night. But it's it's like I can't hang sometimes. And I think
Right,
people
right.
try to like outcompete each other for longer episodes. I'm like, dude, 3 hours tops. No mas. No
Right.
mas.
We're gonna break down Lawrence of Arabia Director's Edition. Oh shit!
Each and every feature. Damn.
Right, frame by frame, we're gonna go through the desert.
We're
Like,
gonna do a Zapruder
okay.
film on this one.
But Ryan's a great guy.
He is.
Watch,
I
watch
like
his
him.
show. Yep.
Can't wait to see him. I'm gonna see him this weekend, so I'll tell him you said hi.
Nice. What you got
All
seeing?
right.
What you guys? Okay.
He's coming over here for MDM.
Oh, okay.
MDM is movie dinner movie for those uninformed.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a drug. I was like, oh yeah, of
No,
course.
MDMA.
Oh, okay.
No A. Just
No.
movie dinner movies.
Okay.
So now that you've been through the conversation, number 5, who would you like to see me have a conversation with on this channel?
Okay. So 2 different people. I thought about this too. There's a
Okay.
young lady out there. She's just starting. Her name is Asia Dee, and she has just a little movie reviews. Buys a lot of physical media. Asia D. I like her quite a bit. The other person I'd like you to have on the conversation that I think you could have on the conversation, and you've talked about on the conversation before,
Uh-oh.
is Professor Kevin Wilmot.
I would love to.
Oh, you could do it.
understand.
You could do it. He's so nice. He's so excited. I worked at a job. They needed a speaker to come and talk about diversity and inclusion, and I mentioned his name, and he came, and I had a conversation with him, and I actually saw him on stage with Spike Lee at UMKC, and Spike gave a talk. So I talked to Kevin, and he's like, "Send me your address," and he sent me movies.
He sent you his movies. I see Jayhawker right there.
Yeah, this
Planet
great.
Negro. Yes.
Yeah, good movie.
First one.
Yeah,
We watched that in class.
yeah.
We watched
It's
Only Good Indian in class.
and of course,
Yeah.
that kids. That's an
Yeah.
underrated film right there.
CSA.
Yeah, mockumentary, but very educational.
Yeah.
This could be what's happening today.
Yeah.
But Kevin Wilmot, get him. Yeah, I know you can. You know him.
I know
mean-
him personally. He was my film professor. I had him on the Center Seat podcast years ago when we first started. It was right after The Five Bloods came out, and we see each other or we catch up on the Book of Faces, and it's like, I need you back on there because I want to do it like this now.
Yeah.
And
He'd do it.
I
he'd
don't
do
I
it.
don't know that person who did the podcast back then because he was
Mhm.
scared and looked like he was holding up a hostage newspaper of the day kind of thing. So I think I'm more refined and it would be a better conversation now. That was more like an interview. This would be more like a conversation. But it's just nailing down the brother's time, man. I got to
Yeah.
get time for him. Him
Yeah,
and Sean
I think-
Edwards, which we discussed.
Sean Edwards would be
I
great
got to
too.
have them on too.
Sean Edwards would be great too.
Yeah.
So
A couple of last comments, then we'll land this plane. Glad you had fun, other Dave. We try to
he's a
do
hoot.
this. We
He's
try
a
to
good
do this
dude.
a lot. So come back. Set the bell so you'll know when we have a new conversation coming out. Follow me on Instagram. That's where I promote all this stuff. Hedwig, great rock musical. I definitely agree.
the greatest rock musical.
Which one
Wig
did
in
you
a
hear
Box.
of?
If you haven't seen Hedwig, go on YouTube and look at Wig in a Box. After you watch Dell, go watch Wig in a Box.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you, everyone who's been here before. Welcome back. If you've never been here before, welcome. I'm going to start saying that in the beginning when it makes more sense. I promise you. But for now, I want to thank everyone watching on the replays. Leave comments, leave likes, subscribe. If you like what you've seen here tonight, please
Do it.
subscribe, follow me. More content to come, more conversations to come. That's for sure. I'm trying.
More hats.
More hats, more crowns. It's summertime, so I got to get some new crowns.
Yes.
I'm trying to do an interview or a conversation at the movie theater.
Ooh.
But there's two different ways I want to do it. I want to have a conversation in person, but then I also want to have a conversation with a movie owner, a theater owner. So
Screenland, probably.
yeah,
Right.
Adam.
Okay.
I want to have a
Nice.
conversation with Adam in person. So
During the movie, that'd go over great. No.
no. He
And then-
has
And then
projectionists
poop on
for
the
that.
floor on your way out. Take a giant shit and pull your pants up immediately and get in your mom's minivan.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happened there. I would not. Just saying. Not saying I'm just saying.
I think they do it every Thursday down there. No, I'm kidding. This Screenland, great place. Great place, kids.
Love it. And I will check out Asia's YouTube. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you for that
Yeah.
recommendation.
She needs a little boost. She's great. I love her. Loves
Love
everything.
to do it.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Thank you for hanging in there, staying with us. And as I always say, go watch a movie.
Go watch a movie.
Which movie should they go watch, Dave? They should go watch a movie.
Yeah, I mean, spin the wheel of movies, man. See what KB's watching.
There
You
you
know?
go.
Maybe
Follow
some of
us
the
on
ones we
Letterboxd.
talked about. Chameleon Street. Go watch Chameleon Street.
That's what I'm
I
going
can't.
to watch.
I can't get that enough.
I'm going to watch that.
I can't advocate for that movie, Chameleon Street.
Have a good night, everyone.
Right. You went from trap music to like Depeche Mode. What is?